What's the most important thing for men to keep in mind while dating? There's a lot to that question.
Not to lose yourself. What typically happens, especially guys that don't have a strong sense of self, is they get into a relationship and the girl's like, oh, I'm going to change the way he dresses. I'm going to change his hairstyle. I'm going to redecorate his house. Ooh, I'm going to get him a new bedroom set for his mattress and pillows and comforters and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? That Star Wars collection, that's kind of immature. You should just sell all those things off and get the money. And you know that muscle car you've been working on and fixing up, it's very noisy, and we're gonna have a baby soon, and we're gonna have to take stuff that's out of that bedroom and put it in the garage. So it'd be better if we just sold that car and got rid of it. And your friend Bob, the single one, the one that comes over poker all the time, I really don't like him. I don't like his girlfriend very much, and you shouldn't hang out with him very much. And then next thing you know, 4 or 5 years have gone by, and he no longer talks to his friends. He stopped going to the gym because she complained that he spent too much time at the gym and not enough time with her. He's gained some weight. He gave up all his hobbies, his interests, and basically jumped through his butt and bent himself into a pretzel to become what she wanted. And then for his troubles, she goes, I just don't feel the spark anymore. You've changed.
Reminds me of that movie Old School.
That's a big part of it, because what I always harp on guys is because the book covers pickup, dating, and relationships. And a lot of guys make the mistake because they're like, oh, I'm getting laid. She's all over me. This is great. She already asked to be my girlfriend. It's like, I don't need to read this damn book 10, 15 times. I'm too smart. I'm too sophisticated. I had a guy recently I was talking with. He's worth tens of millions of dollars. He just felt it was beneath him to read the book because he's so smart and so intelligent. And this girl he's dating that's running, got him wrapped around her finger because he's a little pussy. But because he's so sophisticated and rich, he doesn't need to read the book. But I mean, he's making the most ridiculous mistakes that like kids in middle school and high school are making. And it's like he looks like an ass. But so I roasted him in the phone session, but it's like, as a man, you got to take care of these things. You got to take care of yourself. You got to know who you are. It's like Socrates said, know thyself. Mm-hmm. You have to know who you are, what you want, why you want it, and you have to have emotionally compelling reasons why you want it. And because women are going to try to change you, they're going to push on you when they think you doubt yourself or they sense weakness. They're going to test to see how much you really believe in the things that come out of your mouth. And if you don't have a strong sense of self and who you are, then over time, because women are like the Borg, you will be assimilated. In 4 or 5 years from now, she'll be dressing you, your hairstyle will be the way that she wants, your house will be arranged the way she wants, all your hobbies and things you long got rid of because you thought all of her complaining meant, hey, if I just get rid of these things, then she won't complain, and then we can get to the good times and having sex and all those things. And what happens is 4 or 5 years go by and you don't even recognize yourself. You don't have the same friends anymore. You no longer have the same hobbies. The way you look is not even who you started out being in the relationship. And what women like is a man who will tell them no, who will say, I like blue cars. I don't like red cars. I'm going to get the blue pickup truck or the green pickup truck, whatever. And he gets it because he wants it. Even if she says, I think it's the ugliest thing in the world. He's like, well, I like it. That's all that matters. You got to be your own man. That's important. And not lose yourself. You got something you would like to add with the shit eating grin?
I mean, I think that it should be like equal with both. I think that women and men should be themselves and like have their own identity and not rely on one another, or
you come together
even,
to share your
it doesn't matter, like women, men, like forget gender, like whoever you are or whatever you identify as, you should rely on oneself, if that's the politically correct terminology. I'm sorry if it's not.
We have the pronoun police with us.
Jesus Christ, I'm trying my best.
Too much Tito's.
You should rely on oneself to make that happy. Is that how you would say it? That's how I would.
I mean,
say it.
there's a
little bit of
reason why
Tito's.
you were attracted to that person in the first place.
Yeah,
and why
but you need to. But you have to make yourself happy
That's what I'm
first,
saying, yeah.
and you have to be happy.
Yeah, if you don't
being
like your
alone.
own, if you don't like your
Oh,
own
wait,
company,
wait.
you're not going to be good company.
Oh, hold on. You have to be happy being alone and like loving. Like you have to literally love yourself so much that you love to be alone with yourself. Like you could get dropped off in the middle of nowhere
And
and
have
be
a blast.
alone and feel the fucking flowers. Like, ha! Like I'm literally like how I wake up every morning. Like, do like we're great. Let's fucking start the day, and like do that in the middle of nowhere. If you could do that, you could do that with like anyone. And the more that you feel like you can do that, the more like other people will be able to, I guess, adapt into your like aura, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Right?
Also, if
It
you're
makes sense to everybody that's had plenty of Tito's.
No, because like you can't just rely on like other people for like your happiness, and like if you're saying like people need their own identity. So it's not just for like men, it's like also the women too.
One of my favorite quotes by Sri Amma Bhagwan goes like this: "You must be who you are. What you should be is not important."